In that James chapter 1, I will read from verse 2 to 4. Consider it pure joy, my brothers, whenever you face trials, troubles of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith develops perseverance. Perseverance must finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. This means the joy you have been experiencing was not a pure one, because it only celebrates when things are going good. But the Bible says, consider it pure joy when you are going through many trials. You have come a long way, full of self-righteousness, full of bitterness, full of anger, hatred, and revenge. But here comes where your style of living, your behavior of old, cannot solve your problems. If you continue to use yesterday's methods to solve today's problems, you are going to fail. This issue of seeing our neighbor as strange bedfellow will not be able to help us. Many of us today, your neighbor does not know where you are, but you say you are a Christian. They don't know where you are. Whether you went to church or party, they don't know. Because we have become strange bedfellow against one another. Even among Christian family, we attend different churches. And because of that, we become enemies. Children of same mother, same father, they don't see eye to eye. Why? For religious reasons. Why? For political reasons. Why? For cultural reasons. Why? For material reasons. In politics, people belonging to the same party but different factions, they are destroying the same vision they are talking about. Such attitude will not be able to help anyone. The only thing that will help us is to do good, to change the bed we see. If your lifestyle must be corrected, you have to imagine the kind of person you would like to be in the nearest future. Don't allow your trials, your challenges to take your joy. You just need to believe that a word from an apostle of God can set you free. Whether your neighbor loves you or not, continue to show them love. Your love in this new year should see beyond persecution. Your love should see beyond hatred, beyond appreciation. Whether your neighbor appreciates you or not, never you mind. Whether the neighbor greets you or not, continue to greet him. Jesus was crucified not because he sinned, but he was crucified so that you and I may obtain freedom. That's the reason why. The reason why many of you or many of us were born into poverty-stricken family is because God wanted us to be great. Stop blaming your parents. Stop blaming people around you. Stop blaming even God for your failure. Poverty, which many of us here, we are struggling with. If you go to churches, many people that gather there is because of poverty. Poverty has become a sickness among people today. If you check here, everybody is not sick. The only thing they have is poverty. So it has become what? Common sickness. Not that people don't get sick. People are still sick. But the common sickness is what? Poverty. Poverty is when you need to know that you need God more in your life. You need to know that only God can help you. Not your father, not your mother, not your colleagues. You need to know that only God can help me. If people were helping us to satisfaction, many of us will not be where we are today. Many gifts you receive as a baby, you have been receiving gifts from childhood, and up to today, those gifts has not brought about peace in your life. You are still in want. You are still in lacking. Many of us, we are not happy. Many of us are not happy within. And what can make a man to be happy within? When you know that with God, all things are possible through Him, and appreciate Him in good times and hard times alike. Let me ask you a question. Do you want to live above your enemies? If you want to live above your enemies, since all of us we have enemies, if you want to live above them, you must see your hard times as a reason for believing God. Today, when trouble comes, we reduce our prayer. What happened to Paul and Silas when they were thrown into prison? They never complained. In Acts 16.